Hey guys, it's Ivy. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'd like to do a spoiler-free review of Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I'm sure everyone has heard of this book by now. It's going to be a major motion picture directed by Steven Spielberg, and I believe it comes out in March of 2018. This book is about Wade, and he lives in the year of 2044, and the world is kind of like a nasty place. It's not the place we know today. This man, James Halliday, had created this virtual reality called Oasis, and the Oasis is basically an escape for anyone who lives in the world as we know it. It's not an easy world to live in. Pretty much everyone is really poor. They don't have money. For instance, Wade, he lives in this trailer with his aunt and like 12 other people, and that's just the only way they can afford to live, and they get meal cards every month. James Halliday created this competition within his virtual reality because he's sick and he's dying, and he has no one to leave his legacy, his company, his money behind to, and so he's trusting that the person who will win this competition is winning it for a good reason. So he decided to create a challenge to find an Easter egg. He created clues to find the keys to open these gates to find the Easter egg, and people all over the world are looking for these clues, and they are called Gunters, and that is what Wade is. Wade enters the Oasis every day to escape his daily lives, and he even goes to school in the Oasis. It has been 5 years, and no one has discovered what this first clue is. No one has found the key. No one has opened any gates, and he kind of just keeps doing it for fun because there's really nothing else for him to do. And all of a sudden it dawns on him that he might know how to get to the first key to the first gate. This book is fast-paced. It is a lot of fun. It's super adventurous. Ready Player One, I think, is a flash into our future. This might be a thing that can be in any person's home, and I bet Ernest Cline had a lot of fun creating this one. There's a lot of 80s references in here. I wasn't born in the 80s, but I still had fun like looking back at the time frame that he created. After Wade gets the first clue, the race is on. Like, it's been 5 years and no one has found any clues, and all of a sudden he finds it. And in the Oasis, his name is Parzival, and he keeps his real identity hidden. And there's this girl, Artemis, that he runs into at the first challenge. And the first challenge, I get a lot of Indiana Jones vibes, and I'm not going to tell you like what happens in that challenge or anything, but he does run into another Gunter there who she has been trying for a while with no avail to get the first key to the first gate, and she runs into him and she's like, "How did you do it?" And that starts kind of a friendship, but also a huge competition between the two of them. He has a best friend in here in the virtual reality Oasis whose name is H, but they've never even met in real life. Also, there is an enemy in this book, and they are called the Sixers, and the main person of that is Toronto. While reading this book, you don't want them to be in the competition, even though they are, but it just gives Wade / Parzival even more of a drive to find the Easter egg, because if these people find the Easter egg, they will take the Oasis, which is a free virtual reality for anyone to enter, and they will start charging people to enter this reality. So a lot of people will lose what they have, which is very little. So this reality is their escape for them, and it would be very sad to see Toronto and his Sixers come through and win the Easter egg. So the race is on for Parzival. He really needs to beat these Sixers, not just for himself, but for everybody else in the rest of the world. I'd like to talk about Ernest Cline's writing style in this one, because I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get to his other book, Armada. There were only a few parts where I was like, this is a little boring, but it didn't last long, like at all. Like, I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. So it wasn't like, oh, this whole chapter is boring. No, it's just little snippets that was a little slow, but it really wasn't even that slow by any means. I don't want to give the wrong impression, because this book is extremely fast-paced. It's like a 370-page novel, and every single page you're gripping at the edge of your seat, waiting to find out what's going to happen and who's going to win this competition and what the clues actually mean, because the clues are kind of hard for them to figure out. I felt like I was kind of like the last person in the universe to get to this book, and I wish I had read it sooner. Like, it is fantastic. Please pick this one up if you haven't read it, because I don't think you're gonna regret it. It's science fiction. If you're not into science fiction, I really still don't think you will have a problem getting into this, because it's a lot of fun. It's very entertaining, And I can't wait to see what Steven Spielberg does with the film. I know Ernest Cline has said himself that there were some things that happened in the book that they can't put in the film because they don't have rights to. Ernest Cline actually helped write the screenplay for the movie, so I'm really excited to see how he transitioned from his writing in his novel to his writing on screen. Please don't skip out on this one. It's so much fun. I had a blast reading this one, and I think you will too. So definitely pick Ready Player One up. You're going to be entertained, you're going to have fun, you're going to get all the 80s vibes. Also, I wanted to say, if you're a fan of Stranger Things, I think you will like this one. Even though Stranger Things is kind of paranormal and this one isn't, I still really think that if you're a Stranger Things fan, you will still love Ready Player One. Guys, just pick Ready Player One up. Like, you will not regret it. This book is fantastic. It was my first spoiler-free book review. Hopefully I get better. Hopefully that one was okay. We'll find out what you guys think. And I'm just really excited because I really love this book, and I really want to talk to people who read it and loved it too, and have them share what their favorite part of the book was. If you read this book, let me know in the comments below how you liked it and your favorite part. I really appreciate everyone watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys. Bye.